So now y'all taking me. I'm under arrest. Okay. You full of shit, bro? Yeah.
Yep.
You a slack ass cop.
Ma'am, just watch.
What am I being
I'm not the
arrested
arresting officer, ma'am. The arresting officer will explain to you once he gets down there.
So I don't
I'm
have
just
a
a
right
transport.
to know what I'm being arrested for.
He will absolutely explain that
Fuck
to you.
you.
You're under arrest for DWI.
Get the
Slide
fuck
in.
out. No,
Okay.
DWI. What the fuck you talking about?
Okay. Watch your leg.
You guys got a ticket book?
I do.
On you?
It should be in the car.
Okay, Charlie, can you grab the ticket book, please? We're gonna need that.
I think we're going to be going to the left.
He's gonna grab it.
Okay.
You the punk ass officer. Yeah, I remember you.
Okay.
You a jackass.
Yep.
Yeah, you should know.
No. I just have a phone. I wasn't given anything else. Ma'am, just step over here for me.
Just don't Sandra blame me. You see my eye, right? You see the eye?
I see it, ma'am.
Right. So you also know
I got you.
that
Just hold on to that.
I was not, having a problem. So don't Sandra blame me.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you know who it is.
I don't know what that is.
And you absolutely know who it is.
No clue.
You absolutely.
You know who that is?
You absolutely. And if you don't know, it's disrespectful.
I'm going to ask you again for the third time. Will you submit to the
I will
breath
not
sample?
return.
Okay, so that's going to be a refusal.
Okay.
Okay? So you...
Yo, you are a real dick asshole. Like, everything real. Like, this is crazy. But I'm coming for you, though, baby. Don't worry about it. See this eye right here? What you did to me? I'm coming. You're gonna regret it. You better know it, baby. You fucked with the wrong person.
What kind of alcoholic drinks have you had?
Oh, I'm gonna have one.
What? You had one, just one drink?
2 drinks.
2 drinks.
Mm-hmm.
What kind?
I don't know. Who's one.
Can you check 45
It was hours
Street
ago.
Okay.
Regular right
Okay, hold on, I'll get to that in just 1 second. Where was it that you had your last drink?
now. The white room. I intervened in a domestic violence thing going on Ocean Avenue at approximately 4:30, and then I went home, and so probably around 6-something, 7.
Okay.
That
So 7 was the first drink?
I'm thinking
Okay.
the approximate.
That's fine. I'll even write approximately 7.
Thank you.
I'm going to put it military time now, 1900.
Thank you so much.
Okay. When did you have your last drink?
So what time did I run into you?
9...
Because that'll give you a time
Okay.
frame.
No problem. We'll give you that info.
So it was 9-something?
9:46.
So it probably was about 8:30.
8:30. What? We can talk.
We could have talked,
What's up?
but we didn't talk.
Well,
And it was just like, oh, like, bitch, like, you trying to run me over. And I'm like,
you did almost hit me.
no, but I would never try to run you over,
I'm
bruh.
not-
Like,
and
I
don't-
work with the police.
I'm not at all saying that you intentionally tried to
So
run
I'm
me
just
over.
like, what is he talking about?
Listen, I'm not saying that at all that you intentionally tried to run me over. That's not even on the table. But the problem is that there were many police officers in that area, and where you pulled into was an area where there was a risk that to your safety.
I agree.
I'll tell you, there was a risk
I
to your
agree.
safety at the time. We were conducting an operation there.
But you know, I didn't. Who understands what's going on when
Okay.
when I saw you guys, right?
Okay.
However, I'm just like, I'm just gonna make it home. Like, who would, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on in that area,
Right.
and so I think that you kind of
You didn't see the big truck in the street,
I saw the truck.
right?
However, I still don't know what's going on, so I'm just trying to turn.
Okay. So, with all the police officers standing in the middle of the street and that big truck in the middle of the street that you saw, you thought that it was okay to just come around it and almost hit me?
I really did. No. See, stop. Because no, I didn't think it was okay to almost hit you.
Okay.
Yes, I thought it was okay to go around it. Yes.
Don't you think that it's a little bit risky when you're gonna do, and especially at the speed that you were going at? You
But
weren't going slow.
But maybe. But what I'm saying is, I am just a regular fucking pedestrian. Like I'm not no fucking like I do nothing wrong or hit you or whatever.
Okay.
I was just trying to make it home.
I understand.
That's it.
Well, I get that, and again, like I said, I don't think that you
And then we
intentionally.
here.
I don't think you intentionally tried to hit me, but I do think that you probably.
You know I
hold
didn't
on.
want to hit you.
I don't think you wanted to hit me. I'm not at all saying.
You better not, because I did
I don't
not.
think that. Listen, you are not being charged at all with intentionally trying to hit me. I promise you that, okay? I don't think that at all. But when I did stop you and talk to you, well, hold on. Actually, before you, I understand you didn't intentionally try to hit me, but you don't think that there could have been maybe some better judgment used in one, not driving a car when you know your license is suspended, and
Absolutely.
and doing it after
Listen
having
to me.
after having drinks,
Listen,
and going around all
absolutely.
these police cars.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But did I think that I was in, like, some shit was about to happen, or I was gonna, hit you, or try? No.
No, I didn't think that.
No.
But now, and then.
But look where we are right
I
now.
understand it, but then the other.
Look at my face.
The other issue is that when we were on the corner and I went to handcuff you, do you think it was a good move to pull away from me and try to stop me from handcuffing you?
Yes.
You think that was a good move for you
Yes.
to stop
Yeah.
and pull away from me?
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me.
Because it happened to me and us before, where we can't have a fair advantage of anything.
Who is that?
So when I'm talking about my people, so so I did think that.
What do you mean your people?
When I'm talking about me and black people.
Black people.
So did I think that it was okay to pull away? Absolutely.
Okay.
I
So
thought it was fine.
I
Did you think it was okay to slam you on the ground?
yes.
Okay.
Attorney General during both your statement.
Thank you.
Amy Albert for Pamela Johnson.
So, counsel, how are we proceeding? Oh, I'm sorry, we have another
Good
counsel.
morning, Your Honor. Thomas Rogers, Bruce Vittacine here on behalf of Sergeant Kibble.
Okay, and what capacity?
I'm here as his attorney in capacity that he is his victim here in this particular matter.
All right, thank you.
With due respect, Your Honor, I'm not sure there is a victim in a DUI case.
I'm not going to take a position on, obviously, I understand, your position, counsel. Pursuant to court rules, et cetera, yes, really, well, not really, there's a prohibition against a plea bargaining on DUIs. That's not to say the prosecutor doesn't have discretion, so I'll have to hear you on why we're dismissing.
Of course, Your Honor.
So, and why we're dismissing the DUI?
Your Honor, the basis for the dismissal is a totality of the circumstances and evidentiary analysis here, specifically in this particular case, to give the court specific reference. There is no blood alcohol content or BAC that was retrieved. No McNeely warrant was executed in order to retrieve any substances that may have been in the defendant's system at the time of the arrest. Also, I've read the reports, I've reviewed all the evidence, and even a field sobriety test does not exist in this case. It's an evidence analysis, and that's the purpose, partially for the legislative intent for the 450-A, is to create this per se violation where the defendant has to submit to a breath analysis. And in that circumstance, if they don't submit to the breath analysis, it's a per se violation. And under the law, given the evidence, the state feels that this is an appropriate plea and the correct result.
Right, so, and if pressed to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt, do you think you can meet that burden on the 450?
No.
And I'm sure you've discussed this with the officers involved here?
They've been apprised.
Okay. And you read all the reports on this, obviously?
Yes, sir. Read all the reports, reviewed all the body cam, all the evidence, and I am aware of all the facts of the case.
All right, so ma'am, so is your client willing to proceed as follows?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Can you state your name for the record?
Pamela Johnson.
All right. So we're here on the summons, which I just read to the record. You're being charged with refusal of violation 39.4-50.4A. How do you plead on that charge?
Guilty.
Okay. So on the date in question, did there come a point in time where you approached one way or another Jersey City Police Department?
Yes.
Okay. And you were, obviously, you were in the compounds of the city of Jersey City?
Yes.
All right. did there come a point in time where you were asked to provide a breath sample?
Yes.
Right. And at that point, you did not provide one?
No.
Right. And you were not willing to provide one, based on what was going on that day, based on what, for some reason or other, you did not provide one, right?
Yes.
Right, and you refused to do so?
Yes.
Okay. Does your client stipulate to the probable cause for the stop or the inquiry?
Yes, yeah.
And you discussed that with your client?
I have. We would note that at the point at which the inquiry was made, she was in the police station, and probable cause at that point had been established.
Okay, so ma'am, you would admit that there was probable cause to request you to take the breath sample that day?
Yes.
The license suspension?
Absolutely.
In this matter, because of the age of the matter, my client has been without a license for 2 years. She is a community leader who engages regularly in assisting victims of violence throughout Jersey City. And it's a hardship to her at this point to continue, and to the community, frankly, for her license to continue to be suspended given the length of time. So I'm asking that the court consider that the license suspension is deemed served given the length of time that this case has gone on.
I completely understand your client, your position of your client. Honestly, this is the case of first impression for this particular court here. Mr. Prosecutor, do you have any position on that?
I leave it to the court's discretion, Your Honor.
Well, what caused the license to be suspended this time during this period?
Traffic tickets, and which she's since paid. But she hasn't, the license, not only, as Your Honor may be aware, not only is the license suspended, but you have to pay a restoration fee, which she didn't pay during this time because she knew that this case was pending. So, she doesn't currently possess a license. So that's clear evidence that, in fact, that's what's happened here.
I have no issue with physical. I see she's been suspended for a while. I can understand it would have been difficult for her to get restored during this dependency here. The only, I'm not sure what the system's going to let me do, or how the system's going to react. Do you have any experience? I mean, if I even try to change that, are they going to try to keep it back? Or? Okay. All right. You guys have done it that way? I will say it's not the norm. There's always a conviction, and then there's the time. But I do understand. Obviously, the matter dates back to 2019.
Right.
You can't prosecute again. You have no.
I leave it to the court's discretion, Your Honor.
Again, I'll state for the record, it is definitely not the norm. There's normally a conviction, and the time starts upon conviction. However, I understand that this matter dates back pre-COVID. I'm sure COVID didn't help matters out in the timing on this. So I really don't want to impact the. I'm glad that that the defendant came today, took responsibility for her actions. Shouldn't have happened to begin with, but that's neither here nor there. We're here, the client's taking full responsibility. So the court appreciates that. In light of the COVID complexities, the timing issues presented, I will I'll do my best to put in as a time served suspension.
Thank you.
And request DMV to honor my request.
Thank you.
I'm not sure what happened that day. Obviously, there was a lot of back and forth on this. At the end of the day, the officers are just out there doing a job. As a DUI court judge, I see a lot of, I was a prosecutor doing DUI for many years. I mean, I saw a lot of accidents. At the end of the day, I really truly believe that the officers are out there doing their job. I mean, so really, if the officer's trying to do his job, if they ask you to take a breathalyzer in the future, just take it, and that's what your counsel's for. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that because I know that there's a history here, and I don't want to take up any animosity. I appreciate resolving the matter. I know it's been a long haul here, but hopefully, resolve it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.